You travel with Braylor. He has proven himself a friend to the fallen Esti faithful. There are questions written upon your faces. What is it you seek? As was General Endare. When our digging revealed existing tunnels, she pulled us back to our camp before taking her soldiers to the dig site below. Then the frost trolls emerged from the caves. They slaughtered most soldiers left behind. It seems you diverted a frost troll from one of her soldiers. Upon reaching safety, the knowledge you seek was passed to me. She was last seen in the northernmost cave of the dig site. She pressed us into service in the search for Rachine's mantle. Initially, their treatment was harsh, but I spoke with her directly and proposed she take a lighter approach. In return, I would convince the fallen Esti faithful to assist her efforts. Yes, she saw the wisdom in my words. A reasonable request earned a reasonable response. A true shame the rest of Tamriel doesn't work like that.
Did you see the trolls? They were white. I've never seen a white troll before.
It's a frost troll. I read about them in a book once. They're from Skyrim.
Ifris bones, what is a troll from Skyrim doing down there?
Frost trolls in Gratwood? The world has gone mad. I shouldn't talk about it. Look, General Indare has been very interested in old relics. A little while ago, she pulled our main force out of Haven and came here. Except for the contingent she sent to Ossuary of Telekar, of course. Artifacts, you know, something she can use to help strengthen the Dominion, should it start to fall apart. The Black Sap Rebellion nearly tore the Wood Elves in two, and only General Indare was able to end it. King Camoran Eridan is just a puppet. Everyone knows Queen Irene pulls his strings. But what good is a puppet if you can't control it? Not exactly. She wants Queen Irene to be strong. Just imagine, if the Queen had all the power, she could cut through Wood Elf or Khajiiti objections. No more debates, just swift, certain action.
Never have enough of that.
Are you another soldier? Come to loose trolls upon the Valenwood? How can so many know my name after all these years? Yes, I am Narame. I hope to stem the tide of frost trolls by sealing their egress, but ice is the only form I may take beyond the walls of my prison. Tell me why you are here. You are not the first. General Indare broke through to my prison in search of the same. I will aid you in seeking Regine's mantle, but only if you swear to free me. Regine's mantle is the key to my prison beneath the fallen Esti winter site. If I but touch its hem, it will steal all my hatred for Regine's shadow and fill the void with love. I'll make lute strings of his innards first. Only another may safely free me. A cruel and spiteful jest. To show me I was powerless in his clutches. Worse, to kindle hope my husband would come to free me, then smother that hope with his continued absence. But Rajine's shadow knows nothing of love. I did not waver, not once. There is another cave, sealed by a frost-covered door. It leads to my prison. If you swear to free me, I will allow you inside to speak of Rajine's mantle. I was delighted to speak with another after so long, but once inside she ignored me entirely. Then in her haste to find Rajine's mantle, she loosed the frost trolls. Rajine's shadow suspended them in my prison to guard against invaders. It seems they had never before supped on the flesh of men or mer. But once they did, it was a terrible frenzy. General Indari spoke of it being the second era. It seems I was trapped here in the first. There. Come. Let us speak of Rajine's mantle. This way! I'm in here! My prison holds me in complete solitude for centuries, yet 2 visitors arrive on the same day. But we have little time. General Indari has pushed deeper into the prison. Take this ring. It's my wedding band. It's the one thing I hold dear in this wretched place. Should you bring it to the inner vault, I can join you in icy form. I'll warn you of the dangers and aid you against them. You swore you would free me! Forgive me. The promise of freedom ruins my manners. You should do what you must, and what you are willing. I will not press you to betray who you are, not on my account. I was no mage when Rajine's shadow first stole me from Fallenesti, but I've studied every inch of this icy prison. With effort, I learned to sap away its energy. It's what allows me to form the icy construct, as we first met. Direct my wedding band at any foe. I can use it as a focus to freeze your enemies for a short time. Very little, unfortunately. It may be a divine piece of the god Rajine, gifted to his shadow. Why he would squander it upon me is beyond my comprehension. Why would anyone want a piece of the trickster god? The answer is usually power. But for what purpose, I cannot say. I've been trapped here for so long. To feel the sun upon my face again. Just to think of its indulgence. I know little of use beyond the walls of this prison, but I'll answer what I can. Indare's soldiers were no match for the inner vault. Step carefully.
Take it from me! Who are you? And why are you dragging that frost witch behind you? Out with it! You? I'm a decorated general of the Aldmeri Dominion, a hero to my people. Who better qualified to wield the power of a god? But I found Rajine's mantle. Why should Queen Irene be the one to wear it? I've been fighting since before she was born. You're right. We were overrun. I thought to use its power to slay our foes, but I couldn't stop. I killed my own soldiers. I can feel it, bringing my shadow to life. You must stop me, no matter the cost. No. You're trying to trick me. Trick the trickster god, huh? I can see through your lies. I won't give it to you or anyone. You'll fall to Rajine's shadow. You cannot survive Rajine's shadow.
You've done it! Grab Rajine's mantle so you might free me. I can't believe my eyes. You hold it in your hands. Now to break my bonds from this horrid prison. Removing Rajine's mantle from the inner vault weakened the magic of the prison. Now you must break it, once and for all. Rajine's mantle is a slippery thing, especially with enchantments that bind its bearer. Place it upon the brazier at the heart of this room, and it will smother the curse upon me. Have no fear. The relic will come to no harm. Soon I'll leave this place and return to my home. I'd nearly lost all hope.
Lady Neirume, you denied my love, and now I deny your journey home. If you beg my forgiveness, convincingly, I'll return the walking city from where I stole it.
What? Could that filth spirit away all of Fallenesti? He took the walking city? He took my home? Or is this another of his lies? What else can I do but seek my home? But everything is so different now. General Indare mentioned an Aldmeri Dominion, yet I don't know what that means. Without someone to guide me, I may as well prostrate myself before Rajine's shadow. Truly? Then I must find this Braylor and see what he knows of Fallenesti. I should seek him out, and see the sky again with my own eyes.
say the frost trolls surrounded your prison for how many years? Truly detestable, my lady.
They were quite terrifying, even when projecting my construct in their midst.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but you're alive! We heard some terrible noises in the caves below. What happened? And you freed Lady Nerume! She's quite agreeable, and could prove to be a living repository of knowledge regarding the walking city. I hope General Endare didn't give you any trouble. I see. I don't know why she did all of this, but she was once a hero. I can't imagine her soldiers will take it well. But as you see, such relics are dangerous. I can deliver it to the Elden Root Mages Guild where its powers can be contained. I'll alert the Ultima Embassy when I've returned to Elden Root. Once I have it at the Mages Guild, I'll see if I can discern a safer way to handle it during her ratification ceremony. Excellent. I can't bear to think of the outcome had you not been here. But no matter. Lady Nerume and I will return to Elden Root as soon as it's safe. Once Regine's mantle is secured at the Elden Root Mages Guild, I hope to aid Nerume in locating her walking city. To think, I came here to visit a friend, yet I leave here with a great purpose. Does all adventure have such a strange beginning?
If you hear anything of Fallen Esty in your travels, please send word to Braylor. I expect I'll be traveling with him for quite some time. After all, I am quite adept at driving off the frost trolls.
Frost trolls in Gratwood? The world has gone mad.
Taking stock of our supplies is a touch depressing. We've got less of a presence than our stores would suggest. It feels wasteful, but if reinforcements arrive, I suppose we're prepared.
If the Fallen Esty faithful didn't need us to wet nurse them, we'd be fighting alongside the rest of the Jade Dragoons.
Without General Endare, the soldiers have released us from service. We may continue our pilgrimage.
Nice hole. Hang in there. Oh, fetching, fetch! Fetch! Fetch!
nothing wrong with a little optimistic.
You return. Did you have any luck finding the remaining fragments?
Enough! This is more than I even dreamed of. I think this might even allow me to piece together the complete tablet. Variations in the runes, slightly altered structure. Yes, yes, this is very exciting.
Thank you. A find like this is incredibly rare. It could greatly advance our understanding of the Valenwood Aliens and their unique dialect. I must begin translating immediately. Everyone knows the Aliens left many secrets behind, and the more we understand about them, the more we learn about what remains. Their language is part of this, and as the Aliens migrated and split, variations of their language emerged. Correct. We already know there were cultural differences between the Aliens of Cyrodiil and those that settled in Valenwood. Their language varies too, and is less understood than the more common Cyrodiilic. Any writing we find here is significant.
Is that the last of them? Oh, thank feck.
Stay your hand and hear my words. Dominion, Pact, Covenant. You're like school children fighting over marbles, while the world around you is on fire. I am the most humble servant to the blessed goddess Almalexia. Her divine vision foresaw your coming, as in a dream. We share a common enemy. That does not make us friends, but it does make us allies. The Prince of Schemes, the Harvester of Souls. Do not force me to speak his name. One of his dark anchors has planted itself in the ruins of what was once the town Gilvardel. Those who came to destroy it have gone missing. We must find them. Good. We will set aside differences for the sake of Tamriel. We need to know what happened here. The surviving members of the group sent to destroy the Dark Anchor will know best. We must split up and search. She is our merciful healing mother, divine goddess of the Tribunal of Morrowind, who I am sworn to serve. Though occupied with the war that rages on, her compassion extends to all when it comes to the vile Prince of Schemes. My goddess possesses many gifts, not the least of which is her sight. She saw you were crucial to what must happen here, and that your hatred of the Prince of Schemes burns almost as deeply as her own. Allies, recruited by Almalexia to aid me in opposing the Harvester of Souls, plucked from the best of the Fighters Guild across Tamriel. Every one of them experienced at destroying Dark Anchors, which is what makes their disappearance so troubling. Perhaps you have heard the song in the taverns. O Gilvardel, your name is desolation on my lips. Once a thriving wood elf town was nestled here, full of life and music, until he came. The Harvester of Souls claimed them all, reaping every last soul. Almalexia saw the horror as it unfolded, but could do nothing. Her memory is long, and her compassion burns like the sun. She sent a group of us to destroy the Dark Anchor here.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting. Please get me out of here. I saw what they did to the others. It is a fate worse than death. We fought the worm cultists to the center of Gilvardel, beneath the hollow tree. The Dark Anchor loomed before us, swarming with Daedra, like so many others we'd seen before. But it wasn't long before we realized something was different. We couldn't budge. Nothing we tried worked. All around it was this feeling, a chill running down our spines. It was his presence, from when he reaped the souls of Gilvardel all those years ago. It's strengthening the Dark Anchor somehow. There are evil devices planted in the earth. The worm cultists call them Fangs of Chaos. They seem to be channeling the residual magic from Molag Bal's presence into the Anchor. Ares tried to destroy one, but it killed him the instant he hit it. I don't know. If mortal weapons are useless, if even the most devastating magic fails,
What hope do mere mortals have against the Prince of Schemes?
Don't worry, Maeva. I'll see you safely away from this place.
Nonsense. You and your friend here must destroy the Dark Anchor, or the others died in vain.
You always put yourself last, don't you? Maeva's account of the Fangs gives me an idea. Of course, the Fangs. It all makes sense now. Blessed Almalexia had a vision that the Prince of Schemes had sunk his teeth into the ground at Gilvardale. The Fangs she saw in her vision must be the devices Maeva described. Have you ever seen a goddess cry? It is a terrible thing to behold. So perfect a face, marred by so many tears. Almalexia's tears for Gilvardale crystallized into a beautiful gem, filled with all her fury directed at the Harvester of Souls. A goddess never suffers without purpose. The gem can destroy the Fangs of Chaos. Blessed Almalexia warned me that no mortal could wield the gem without also being destroyed by her rage. She told me to wait for the soulless, deathless one. You. Take Almalexia's tear, destroy the worm cultists. Their blood will awaken her fury. Once my goddess's fury is released from the gem, nothing, not even these Fangs of Chaos, will withstand it. I will remain at your side to see this through. This is no good.
Never used to fight this much, until I met you. Nice hole. No, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
It is done. The Harvester of Souls' presence is receding from the land, though it is likely that this place will be forever scarred. They will try, but without the Daedra, or the link to Cold Harbor, destroying the remaining worm cultists will be quick work. I will warn the Dominion of what they attempted with the Fangs of Chaos. It will not be allowed to happen again. I must send word to the Dominion of what transpired here. Almalexia sees great things from you, but whether good or bad, I can't say. Thank you for your help. If we meet again, I hope it is as allies once more. Farewell.
Or should I? But we all need roots.
You're no bandit. Not like the other. Watch where you step. Bandit corpses get a little mushy. Bandits, running themselves onto our swords, drove them off for now. Thing is, there are far more bandits than we have swords. With so many afflicted by the curse, we can't hunt them down and kill them in their beds. Magical sickness? Shaman Bogum handles all that. Me, I guard the gate. Know anything about stopping curses? Head inside. Shaman said he needs another set of hands. Here to kill some bandits? No? All right. I don't have time for fools.
Please see Shaman Bogum if you have questions. I don't know you, outsider. What? Me? Let me see that. Malakath's Orichalcum's spear? The fire was no accident? Both were known to drink heavily. We thought they had been careless with a lantern. The chief's wives had a reputation for scheming. I tried not to believe it, but to see it on the page... The loss of my husband's other wives is a recent tragedy. It does our village no good to drag their names through the mud. Please, tell no one what you found. I'll inform my husband eventually, when he's ready.
Yes, I'll have the poultice ready in a moment. Wait, who are you? Curse? No. My bloodkin are loyal to the last, but at times they're thicker than troll dung. It's clearly poison, though how it affected so many is indeed curious. Why do you ask? Then here, take this list. Everyone who fell ill had 3 similarities. They ate food cooked in the same pot, drank water from the same well, and wore clothes washed in the same stream. Bring a sample from each. We'll find the source of the poison. I've dealt with sickness, broken bones, and plague. This is poison, I have no doubt. Symptoms are very similar to bites from the spiders in our tin mine. I'm thankful none have died, but it's damn inconvenient. The bandit attacks are relentless. I won't know anything for certain until I get those samples.
I feel horrible. My mouth tastes like ash and dirt.
Kill me. Just end it all.
You should leave before the curse gets you too.
This weapon won't forge itself, stranger. I don't have time for idle chatter.
Have you collected everything on the list? Good. This should only take a few moments. Clothes are fine. The poison wasn't in the stream. The meat is cooked past the point of edibility, but no poison. If it's not in the well water, we'll need to rethink this. Wait, do you smell that? Ha-ha! That's it! It's in the well water! The poison was in the well water. Even better, I know exactly what kind it is. Spider venom. Enough to incapacitate, but not kill. Odd. Mingling with water in such a fashion would require a variety of alchemical compounds to dilute the venom. I'm saying it's odd, that's all. What's important now is the antidote. The venom is common to the spiders infesting our tin mine, but I'll need a concentrated amount. Look for broodmothers. Their venom sacs are potent, and durable enough not to pop when you smash the filthy creatures. They hate the light, so you'll need to search the deepest parts of the mine.
I'm still here.
You, outsider! Bandits broke into the village! Bandits rushed the gates and scaled the walls. There's not enough of us to drive them back. Broken arm. It's nothing. Stand with us! Drive these bandits into the mud! What?
Nobody cares at all.
I don't hear the sounds of battle. Are the bandits driven off? Then I'll distill an antidote immediately. With so many poisoned, we couldn't have repelled the bandits without your help. Someone deliberately poisoned our stronghold's well. The sickness began the day of the bandits' first attack. It couldn't have been them, not directly. You should speak with Moramat, one of Chief Dushkul's wives. She's tended the chief since he fell ill. You've shown you stand with the stronghold, and for that, you'll remain welcome. But if you wish to stop the poisoner, you'll need her approval, or the others won't help. I don't want to believe the poisoner was one of us. Maybe it wasn't, but someone must know something.
You've proven yourself bloodkith to our stronghold. If any here would call you outsider, you are welcome to answer with the back of your hand. Now, what is it you need? Yes, he convinced me there was never a curse. Know that while Chief Dushkul remains ill, I speak on his behalf. I'm his hearthwife, and I say the poisoner must be brought to justice. The sickness happened before the first bandit attack. None are missing from the stronghold. The poisoner must be among us. Can't be any of the victims. There are unpleasant symptoms. Very unpleasant. Speak with the unafflicted. Find out where they were the night before the sickness began. Return to me with their tales, and we can find the lies within them.
The antidote will be ready soon. Then we can get everyone back on their feet. Wonderful. Good luck to you. Oh, you want to question me? A bit pedantic, but I appreciate a thorough approach. Ask what you will. In the woods, collecting herbs for poultices. It's a good thing too, after the bandit attacks. I've used nearly all of them. Look, if I wanted to kill everyone, I would have done it right the first time. That's what troubles me. If the poison was meant to kill, there would have been more venom. Why would the poisoner show restraint?
Ah, the hero. What do you want? It's shameful for the raiders to do such a thing. They must have dropped the poison in the well during one of their attacks. Checking and oiling weapons in the Longhouse? Bad for the bandits when they attacked. Still didn't keep them from poisoning the well. If you say so. It's been a blur. Can't even remember when I last slept.
The sound of a hammer on iron is a beautiful thing to hear, whether in battle or at the forge. But our mine produces tin. Can't keep a good rhythm with tin. Once the chief is back on his feet, I'll be the new forge wife. Then we'll see who gives the orders. Not that you care. Go ahead, ask me anything. Right here. Stoking the forge while my apprentice ran errands for Moramat. Think she can take her away, make my work shoddier? Ha. Besides, temperature changes can ruin the metal. I didn't have a choice. Shored up defenses, repaired weapons and armor for the few warriors left standing. Haven't you heard the ring of my hammer? Used it on a few bandits, too. Bandit helmets can't take 3 hits. Clang, clang, crunch. Shoddy workmanship. If I'd wanted to sabotage the stronghold, I could have the walls topple or make shoddy blades that crumble in our warriors' hands. Yet the walls stand fast and our weapons strike true. Any other insults you care to toss at me? I have metal to work.
Hello, Bloodkith. Heard you gutted some bandits in the attack. You mean the curse? Sure. I'll help any way I can. It's what I do. Most of our warriors are sick in their beds, or barely able to hold an axe. More bandits for me. Training with Nemorath near the front gate. He opens himself to counterattacks when he lunges. Knew it would hurt him eventually, but he survived the attack, so he'll remember next time. Or not, and he'll die. He should really try to remember. The curse couldn't poison me. Nothing can. When I find a new bug or beast, I don't just kill it. I eat it to gain its strength. Sometimes you, pay for it. But you've never truly conquered something until you've buried it in the ground. Because bandits are dumb. They think an open gate is a weakness, so they all head for it. But we cut them down before they get inside. They could, but they don't. The ones with bows won't fire their arrows at us, so we stand here as bait for the ones without bows. Then they come, and we make them decorate the cobbles. Told you, bandits are dumb.
Can never have enough of that.
The stronghold survived because of your help. We won't forget this. I wish we were back in the mines, even with all those spiders. At least Moramad is safe in the Longhouse. Getting battered by Sharnog. I always end up bruised, but I'm a better warrior for it. Sure half the village saw me getting knocked around. You can ask anyone. Nothing. I'm a horrible liar. Everybody knows it. Look, the chief got sick. We have a history, and I don't want Moramad to think I poisoned him, all right? That'd be terrible. Is it that obvious? I mean, no, nothing like that. The chief and I disagreed over the mine's value, but we resolved things. We don't see eye to eye on trade matters, but I'm no traitor to the stronghold, and I'd never do anything to hurt Moramad. Seems a week doesn't pass without a spider bite in the mines. It comes with the job. I suppose old bites and dizzy spells kept me safe from the poison. I don't know what else to say.
I'm hopping mad.
What have you learned? Whose tales are false? I remember that. They were sparring for hours. And the others? Yes, he complained for weeks about his herbs. I finally told him to stop whining and get what he needed. He returned later with an armload of plants. Who else? That's strange. I didn't see Rakaz, and I was here all that day. Shakul's apprentice is rarely away from her side. Oh, curse that girl. I hope her feelings for Gargak didn't drive her to foolishness. My husband's brother, who challenged him for leadership. Rakaz was upset when Gargak lost, but that was nearly a year ago. You have my blessing to confront her. We must know if it was her, and if so, her reasons.
What?
What is it now? Now that I think about it, I checked the weapons the day before. The day everyone got sick, I worked here, in the forge. Fine. I'm the one who poisoned the stronghold. But what I did was for the good of my people. None of my bloodkin died from the poison. It only made people sick, just as Gargak showed me. His brother isn't fit to rule a privy, let alone our tribe. I'm sure she does. Don't believe everything she's told you. Gargak is no monster, and Chief Dushkul would be nothing without his wives. I don't think so.
Where is Rakaz? Was it her? What has the fool girl done? Never mind that. Shaman Bogum has almost finished his antidote. Once Reeman's Bluff recovers, our warriors will find these bandits and crack open their skulls. I must remain here and see my husband recovers. If you're willing, you should track down Gargag and put an end to his madness. Sharnag said most attacks come from the north. There are some caves, an old mine, and a ruined Imperial tower in that direction. If you find Gargag, do what you must to stop him. You do so with my husband's authority, with my authority.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
From the sides!
What do we have here? Do you know the Code of Moloch? It's a simple code, but it's the one I live by. Don't steal, so I aim to conquer. Don't kill your kin, and none have died in my attacks. Don't attack without cause, but I have more than enough cause. When my father passed, I was to become chief by right. But then my little brother challenged me for leadership of the stronghold. 2 schemers put him up to it, as long as he'd make them hunt wife and forge wife. They knew I had no respect for them. Not by my brother's skill. His future forge wife insisted we use matched weapons. As we fought, I grew lightheaded. My palms burned and I could barely keep a grip. But I fought on, and was about to strike my brother down, when my sword shattered. No other explanation. The hunt wife poisoned the hilt, and the forge wife delivered a blade that shattered in its first melee. My brother must have known. Heard they died last month, some sort of fire. A shame they won't see me take my revenge. I don't see how. It's my birthright to rule, and my brother stands in the way. What do you mean? Base my mercenaries out of this tower? It's a central location, certainly. Overlooks a choke point through all corners of the Valenwood. But no, I'm a Reeman's Bluff orc. Without a mind to work, I'd be nothing next to my brother. A played-out Imperial mine, I'd heard. And it's infested with trolls. Clearing them out will be no easy task. I suppose if there's ore in the mine, I could leave my brother to rot in the stronghold. But I'd need proof. And I'll send someone I trust to meet you at the mine. I can't just take your word on this. I'm sure you understand. But I'll hold my mercenaries back until we find out if there's ore in that mine. I give you my word. Circle around!
Didn't expect to see you again. I'm glad you came to your senses about Gargak. He asked me to verify any ore we find, so here I am. Let's get this over with. What do we have here? This is iron ore. I'll get some samples. Go tell Gargak that with this ore, we'll have the finest weapons in Grotwood.
Have you brought me proof? What did Rakaz say? She wouldn't say that lightly. With quality metal, I could rebuild this tower as a new home and drive my brother's tin profits into the ground. I'm an orc of my word. My quarrel ends today. Hello again, Outlander. Your words remain with me. I find the challenge of building my own realm invigorating.
Gargak was a hard-skulled fool, but convincing him to back down? Such wisdom, we could all learn from your example. Our fires are yours to tend, whether forge or hearth. You're always welcome in Reeman's Bluff.
You're a clever one. I figured this would end in bloodshed. Turning an orc's wounded pride against him is no easy task.
I didn't think anything short of my death would sate Gargak's bloodlust. We may still end up at each other's throats one day, but for the time being, we can enjoy a little peace. We owe you much.
No more bandits to fight. Oh well. It's all right. Was running out of room on my blades for notches.